Hi guys, this is Mrs. Gastler, and in this video we're going to talk about what acceleration is. I've got a notes page here that we're going to be filling out together, and we're going to start at the top. Should be pretty quick. All right, so acceleration is defined as the rate of change in velocity. Now, because of that, we can actually think of a couple of different things. So rate is a math term. That means we're going to be using a fraction, which we'll talk about when we do things. But we're looking at the rate at which something changes. That means that we're looking at how it changes over time. How it changes over time. Now, because it's the change in velocity, there are several ways that an object could be accelerating. So let's write down what velocity is again. Velocity is your speed with the direction that you're going. So if you're going fast or slow and left or right, those things both have to be indicated in order for us to have a velocity. So if we're going to change velocity, we can either change the speed, or we can change direction, or we could do both. Okay, there are situations where it happens that you do both. Changing speed, these are the words that we've been using already in class. We've been talking about speeding up and slowing down. Now, some of you are using the phrases like increasing speed and decreasing speed, which is fine, but you could say speeding up and slowing down as well. Both are okay. When you change direction, the word that most people use is turn. Okay? When you are turning, you are accelerating, even if your speed stays the same. Okay? So when we talk about words that people use outside of physics class, there's deceleration and acceleration. Okay? Deceleration is used to describe things that are slowing down. And acceleration in everyday language, I'm going to write that, everyday language, is usually only used for speeding up. But in physics class, acceleration could mean speeding up. I know we just wrote this up. Let me get the P there. Speeding up, slowing down, or turning. Any one of those could be acceleration. So we have to be very careful with how we use those words and make sure that we understand that when I say accelerate, when your teacher says accelerate, we don't necessarily mean speeding up. Okay? So when we draw motion diagrams, we're just going to draw some basic ones. For an object that is speeding up, those dots have to get more spread out, and the arrows have to get longer. We won't be drawing any motion diagrams for objects that are turning, but we can show that our dots are getting farther apart. You can see that my early arrows are close together, and now they are far apart. If I were going in the other direction, they would start out close together here and get farther apart going this way. My arrows are getting longer because longer means faster, and speeding up means getting faster. If I'm slowing down, then that's going to be the opposite. So my dots are going to get closer, and my arrows are going to get shorter. So let's see. In the positive direction, I'm going to start out with long arrows. Let me draw my dots first. And my dots are going to get closer together. Sometimes these are hard to draw because it's weird having the dots get closer together. And if I'm going in the opposite direction, then my dots are getting closer together as well, and my arrows are getting shorter. Okay? So those are what the motion diagrams are going to look like. In another video, we'll talk about how to show acceleration on the value of acceleration, how to show what the acceleration is like on a motion diagram. That will further help you understand what's going on. Okay? So if you have any questions, make sure you ask your teacher, and thanks for watching.